So like a tuna Jamaica. Jerry chicken or curry goat?
Curry goat.
It depends still, you know.
Curry goat, curry goat, yeah. Curry goat, yeah. Christmas time.
It depends, because like if you're going like Portland jerk, jerk chicken. Curry goat, it depends on who cooks it. So, you know, but it can be both.
Yeah. Curry goat. Yeah, all day.
What type of goat is this?
It's common goat.
It's common goat?
Yeah, it's common goat. The only one that's actual like purebred is the next one, like the green, brown one that's around here somewhere. It's, a boar.
Man, them got them own crib.
Yeah.
Yo, you don't live like this in Jamaica, you know.
This one's actually.
Did you name them?
Some of them, like the biggest one, the one that's next to the tree is Banks, and this right here is Buck.
Banks, Buck. What's up,
Banks and Buck and Aspen.
Buck, you're the
Yeah, no. He does what? Come.
Yeah.
That guy's tripping.
I have to give him something for that. Yeah, you know, some man have dogs, some man have goats.
I mean, the man is the goat, so.
Newest kid.
Yeah. Oh, so they're going to grow as big as these ones?
No, they were just one like almost like about a month and a half ago, probably.
Yeah. They're them big for just for a month, bro. And this one is the
boar. This is the only one that's actual purebred.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy, bro. Cause like we're here like for a couple of days. I went to New York. New York was crazy, bro. That's how I had to get a Lambo when I came out here. But New York, we saw Lambos like crazy, just popping off on the streets. Yeah.
In New York?
New York. Yeah. You remember the night? We're in Manhattan, bro.
Yeah.
Like just doing some shopping.
I've never seen a Lambo in New York yet.
Maybe it was some visitors or shit. But Times Square. Yeah, and then content creators and a guy, he was actually from Florida. You know, so he actually told us to come Florida the next time, and shit, we can link up, stuff like that. Sarvar is a MMA fighter. Shit.
What do you guys do?
Well, I'm a Forex trader. I trade Forex.
Damn!
So I'm doing that. And this was just
All the cars, Lambos, Ferraris, G-Wagons. What do you guys travel if you want to have fun in the yachts, villas, cars?
That's what I was trying to do. We just wanted to know what you guys do. That's what he said he's an MMA fighter.
Yeah, he's an MMA fighter. I like do a vlogging, but I'm like.
Yeah, you should follow me, man. I'm Pajama Billionaire on Instagram.
Where'd you get your first condo? Like,
First condo?
yeah, or your first settle down spot to be like, all right, this is gonna be my home. What area?
I was renting for like about a couple years first. Then I got my girlfriend, and then I was having a baby, and then
I had to get the
But the
yeah.
first place was probably in Fort Lauderdale, close to Pompano.
Okay.
Like a 3-story.
Okay.
And then I have moved over here. I have my house like down the street, but then I have a condo also in Miami too.
Okay.
So, I have properties, but I don't really rent it out to that kind of stuff yet. You know?
Okay.
I'm trying to sell shit.
So buy and sell. Yeah.
No. Like my condo that I have, I bought it for like 2, and now it's worth like 3.9, 4. So I'm gonna sell it like once I close. It doesn't make sense, you know what I'm saying?
Before the market drops and then.
Yeah, because it's not like I could go there and just sleep and that kind of stuff. Because I have my girlfriend at the house and my kid at the house, so I can't really go anywhere. So I'm gonna sell it because it's a good amount of profit, and then just use that profit for something else.
Yeah, that's good, bro. So in terms of like diversifying, so we know about like trading, and you just mentioned like real estate is something, but not something you're looking to make money off. It's
So this is already like I bought this property for like $470 back in 2020. Now it's worth well over like 1.8, 1.9.
Okay, so
this is a couple of years.
I was even watching a video the other day I was telling you guys about, where if you come to Miami and you're broke, you get richer, right? And then if you come to Miami and you have money, you get super rich, right? So if you were, for example, just moving here right now, what would you do to actually reach that higher level? Whether you're coming here with money and without money, just the two versions, with money and without.
If you already have money, then that gives you access to people, everything already. Like either going to like parties or going to like a certain event and that kind of stuff. A person that's broke, they don't have access to those things yet. If you even meet one person that pretty much has access to every other person, then it's easy. Like I know every single person that's pretty much doing it like nice. One person first, that opens up the doors to actually meet other people that's also in like a similar level and that kind of stuff.
So when man come to Miami, just link with Cuebanks.
Pretty much, but but that's the thing. Like people ask me to link all the time, but I'm like, yo, I don't link with the randoms though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get out of my house and everything to meet with a person that I don't even know. I'm not gonna bring a random to my compound and that kind of stuff. Be very, very exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody has access to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So as a person that's coming here without money though, how would you? If you were coming, God forbid. Well, you're already here still.
No. So no, like without money, I feel like I think it's like a turn off when people actually try to brush up on people that pretty much have things going on and try to force themselves. They get very, very pushy quick, and it gets very unattractive. Because I have people that always try to link and that kind of stuff, but they don't really have much to actually offer.
They just want to take.
So it's not like but it kind of feels like they kind of take advantage of you as well because they know that they have nothing going on and try to actually push up on trying to actually be around you and be around your network. So I think that if you don't have money, try to actually find some kind of value to even give to that person that has that main value. They come around and they have nothing to offer, then all of a sudden they're meeting this person, and then you're not really getting much off of them. It kind of feels like
like you're being robbed.
Yeah. But and those connections are valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like you could probably start up like a business and everything with that one person that person met at an event that you did and so on and so on. So I mean, it's a lot.
But I see you going to like Dubai and then you're meeting people over there and you start business with them and shit like that.
But Dubai's cool because at the same time, like I have a following in Dubai too. So at the same time, like I think people is just outside there, like, at clubs and just driving around and this and that. Like you buck up into like a ton of people and everything that's doing big things in Dubai all the time.
I remember when you had I think it was like M3, the lime tree. So how were you able to actually transition from the M3 to the Porsche to your first Lamborghini?
I kept my M3 at the same time, but I was slapping inside the charts and that kind of shit. I put down like 120 out of 160 on the Porsche. So I paid off most of the Porsche. So boom, I got the Porsche. After that, then I upgraded to the RS version of the Porsche, and it was always slow upgrades. You know what I'm saying? It was never just a car that cost $100,000 and then a car that cost $800,000. It was never that. It's so many cars in between there that actually built up to the bigger cars now and that kind of stuff.
Sorry, so in terms of going from the Porsche to your first Lamborghini, what was the feeling like, and what was like your strategy in terms of, or if you had a strategy for somebody that actually want to get into buying a Ferrari, buying a Lamborghini?
It was Porsche to then 720S. And then the Lamborghini. But for me, I genuinely like cars. You know what I'm saying? So I don't just get cars just for the hype and just Instagram and this and that. I always like cars and everything. Even from like when I was in country and that kind of stuff in St. Elizabeth, like I was in love with the big trucks and that kind of stuff, And then when I came to America, that's when I was in love with the cars now because I got access to seeing them.
So you're not into for example, in Jamaica back in the day, you were into trucks and stuff like that. I'm surprised.
Like 18-wheelers and that kind of stuff, because that's all that I had access to, like that's all I seen. No. Actually, I have the G-Wagon, but we just bought 21 trucks. That it generates like passive income each and every single month and that kind of stuff, because we have contracts with some bigger companies. So we bought 21 trucks the other day, like me and my two partners. And that was pretty much kind of like a childhood like goal in a sense, because I was always in love with that right there,
So in terms of partnership, because you say you always mention in the partner, and I see you guys roll on social media. How do you establish these amazing partnerships and relationships where you guys are symbiotic?
The biggest thing, I don't try to force a bond or like a business type of relationship and everything. Like it comes naturally, Like even like my one partner is like my attorney, and then my other partner is Anthony, which is like also talk about. We all kind of like bring like a different values, To the table, of course. Like, but my attorney I've known since high school, like since 10th grade, and then after that we broke apart. Then we came back when I had a group, and then he pretty much joined a group, and then he seen I had an issue, and then he reached out, and I was like, oh no, wait, like, oh shit, because it's been so long. It kind of came naturally, And then he pretty much offered his value to me. And then from that point, I seen his value. And then, he showed his loyalty and everything to like what we have going on. And he kind of seen the bigger picture. And then after that, he stuck around. With Anthony, Anthony's a talker. So he knows how to network. Like he just texted me saying that he just met an owner of a casino.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how the fuck, But then building those kind of links and everything from meeting these big people out of nowhere because he just gives off that kind of energy to actually attract these kind of big people and that kind of stuff, Yeah. It's very important because we all bring our own thing, you know what I'm saying? Like Nick kind of makes sure that we stay in line. Anthony has like a ton of ideas and I know how to fucking market anything, because at the same time, if I'm using something, then people understand that if I'm behind it, it's a good product and that kind of stuff, And also I like to use all of my own products as well.
Yeah.
So at the same time, they can see the value coming out of that based off of me even using my own product.
So you basically create an ecosystem of.
You have to, yeah. Like it's just fully vertical. Yeah. I'm not really excited for anything, honestly. It's just day by day. Like I think I've been a part of this space for so long. It's just kind of like, Yeah, it's like a natural thing. Like I'm not excited for anything. I think it's just it's cool to see things happen, but to be excited over it, like I don't know, it's very hard for me to be excited over it. Crypto is always fun, still, I've been playing with cryptos since like 2016. So I think that's always something that's pretty cool to even dabble into, knowing that it's come from so far.
Have you ever thought about coming up with your own crypto? I mean, there's like thousands over.
I give no fucks to I don't care to, like that kind of thing, it doesn't make sense for me, honestly, because you have the big players that pretty much focus on just that and they have their things fully established and I just use it for what it is and that's it,
So they can focus on what they're focusing
Exactly, and I'll focus on what I'm into and then after that we could just come together and make something, but I'm not gonna come up with my own crypto now. Oh yeah, I bought like $18,000, I was in California, I bought $18,000 of like this crypto, I forgot what the name was, but I bought a whole bunch of it, 18K, boom. After that, everybody was on Facebook and everything talking about like they're up 600,000, 700,000, this and that, but nobody can cash out. Yeah. That's the thing. Like it sounded great, but at the end of the day, like
a rug pull almost.
It was because it tanked like right after that. I think till this day I have it, but that company that it was under, like the exchange, like that entire thing got shut down also. You know what I'm saying? So that was like an overall loss. The only cryptos that I actually really focus on is just Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's about it really. I don't really try to dabble into anything new too much,
So what about outside of like everything you're already doing? Are you excited for anything outside of that? Because I see like you're traveling more now versus before and stuff like that.
I always travel, honestly, but I just don't post everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't post everything. For me, it's just more like I love business development. You know what I'm saying? We have a bunch of companies that's coming out now and that kind of stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. So like we have a bunch of companies that's coming out that deals with AI and EAs and all kind of stuff things that I don't really talk about much, but at the same time, those are things that it's more low key and no face, because not everything can actually have my face on it and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
But like a total beginner, but you had the same brain. Like, what would be your process like?
Process, like starting from $0, but same knowledge.
Same knowledge, bro. In this day and age, right now.
I'll definitely just get a prop firm, try to run it up as much as possible. Start, get back to like around. I love starting accounts with like around 50K plus, and after that I could build like very, very smooth, honestly. So I think prop firm first, take advantage of the prop firm, withdraw, and then after that get a live account, and then pretty much like go crazy from that point. Like for example, right? Like I had started my 50K account like about a month ago. Like right now it's up like around $300 and something thousand in like about a couple weeks. So I know like what I could do based off like my skill set. I will start with a prop firm first to just try to maximize that money first, and then try to withdraw that and then put it into a live account where I have a bit more freedom with how I do want to trade. And then from that point, I could just go crazy and that kind of stuff, and then start to buy everything all over again. I would think that like once I pass like 400,000, I always get a little crazy. So I scale back to like 100,000 again, and I build that back up to like around 250, then withdraw again, then so on and so on and so on and so on.
That's the same fucking thing. Like,
yeah.
Like, look at this, right? So it's 50K, right? So like I have a sweet spot. Like it's like 10K, I run up a 10K to 100K, 200K, run it up. But so that when I reach like probably, my next goal is 500K, and I want to do $1 million, right? Off probably like a day or a week. But like when I reach a certain point, it's like your mindset is like, yo, like what the fuck, Like, do you still have those what the fuck moments, like when you reach certain profit levels?
Like last month, I've seen 300K twice, but then I closed at like 120.
Yeah.
Like dumb shit like that, I think is just very, very annoying, you know?
Yeah.
Because I've lost sense of the money, which is terrible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I kind of know like my flaws also and that kind of stuff. Like, you know, it's kind of hard to fully respect the money because it comes at times easy as fuck, honestly. Desensitized, like super desensitized, which is terrible.
Yeah.
So I think me trying to just withdraw a lot more often and bring it back to a balance that's pretty much like,
Yeah, just move from there. So,
yeah.
That's
I never get into like that stage again, you know? Plus, like, all that money goes into Bitcoin anyways, you know what I'm saying? So from that point, it's profits on profits, you know? Make sure that you're analyzing Bitcoin at the same time before you even withdraw. So, like, whenever you withdraw, it goes into, like, a nice price and everything with Bitcoin, you know?
Yeah. That's how you do like $1 million in a week, right?
$1 million in a week
like
back in 2021, yeah.
What that like for you? Like
I was going crazy, bro. I was doing like all 5 lots on everything on 30 and that kind of stuff. So every single trade was hitting like around 60K, 70K, back to back, like crazy.
You used to trade GBP. I trade GBP, JPY mostly, but you moved from it to US 30. So I was on it because GJ is very aggressive, you know. But I see you moved that to US 30. I'm like, but I see it take like shorter moves with US 30.
It's shorter moves, but it's thicker moves. You know what I'm saying? Like it has more points in it compared to GJ and that kind of stuff. Like it's smoother, it's worth more. And the same amount of effort that you're putting into GJ, you can put that same thing into US 30 and still get paid probably like 4 times more and that kind of stuff. With me, is this you can't really feed into like what people say about like how you're trading because there's a million ways on how to actually make money on the charts. You know, there's no right way there and there's no wrong way. Like as long as money's being made, then that's the goal, right? So like when a person pretty much is so fixated on you have to trade this way, like if you don't trade this way, then you're not trading correctly, you know? But a lot of times, like, they're not really making the kind of money that you're making, you know? So is that valid, you know? So, if the goal is being accomplished, which is making money, then you're trading good. That's what it comes down to every single time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter, like, how you're trading, like, if it works for you and then you're comprehending, like, your comprehension on the charts is pretty much like A1, then you're trading good.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Like you do what you do, you practice on a day-to-day basis, you understand what you do. Like you get up every day, you have a routine.
Yeah.
You get me the same fucking routine every single day.
Like when it comes down to it, like if you're making money, then you're doing something good. Yeah. Making money is also subjective as well. How much money are you making? Are you making only $5 for the entire week? Because that's still money as well. But at the same time, I think the fact that trying to compare a person that pretty much is used to making $100,000 like back-to-back trades and that kind of stuff, like versus a person that is only making 10K per trade and that kind of stuff. It's a big difference from here and here. Sure. A lot of times it could be capital, but a lot of times it's also skill as well. Again, a person can actually take a 50K account and not do like what I do. Like they could probably only do like build it to like 55K in a couple weeks, which is good for them. But with me, I think it's a level of comprehension as well, but also experience does make a big difference, and that does give a person the edge compared to the next person, that kind of stuff. Because if a person pretty much has now, like me, 9 years experience, that's 9 years of constant work and that kind of stuff. Yeah, and 9 years of critiquing and 9 years of just back. Well, yeah, just doing shit on the charts. It's like my chart time is well over 10,000 hours now, plus.
You phone yourself? I mean, how do you do
every now and again, yeah. No, but like if a person's around me throughout the entire day, they see how much I do work, and I'm always on my phone and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like on Sundays, I come here to like do like a webinar for like my group and everything else. After that, I could go back home and do like a couple things on the computer or like work on like another platform. Like I'm always working in some kind of way. So at the same time, it's never like I have a dead time. Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah. But it's good to see, but at the same time, like here, like that's me. But I love seeing a person that's in Jamaica and everything doing it at the same level as well, because at the same time, like that kind of makes everybody else motivated, you know, like I'm not in Jamaica anymore, so at the same time, like I can't really motivate the people them like how you could, because you're there and then they're seeing you in the flesh, you know, it's different.
I'm doing it, bro, but I love what you're doing, bro.
Some people haven't had like that, even experience to even like feel some kind of money from it yet. Like I've had friends that pretty much seen 10K on their charts for the first time ever. And now they're like, yo, like my thing is not broken, it's just me, you know? Yeah. But that one cash out motivated them to the point that they want to keep on going. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think it's just the fact that a person has to just have like that one little breakout that's even like one time to even like just feel some kind of like money that's Yeah, because that.
Actually real.
Yeah, because once you even do that and then withdraw something to your bank account, then that's when I feel like you take it a bit more seriously and that kind of stuff. A person that pretty much sees nothing for years and years and years and never even withdrew ever, those people don't really last long because they never ever felt the money from it, from the efforts yet.
It's fake.
Huh?
No, and they're the one that will say it's fake.
100%.
It's weird.
100%. Yeah.
It's weird. No, but the thing is, it's weird as well because like, oh, you see the money, right? You could have withdrawn it, or you could have closed out the trade and withdraw it. You let it go back and draw down. You lose the money. You're demotivated now. Then you're saying, oh, yo, this shit is fake. When you actually made the money, but you could have
closed out. Yeah.
could have closed out.
It's I think it's the fact that those people aren't really consistent. It's the fact that they have no kind of discipline to even like stick with a certain craft for a certain amount of time to even see the benefits, because now they're comparing themselves to everybody else, and you know what I'm saying. It's always kind of like a circle thing. Like they never really just focus on just their own journey. You know, they try to compare with this person that has been in it for years compared to them that started like last week and that kind of stuff. You know. Yeah.
Forex majors or exotic currency pairs?
Majors.
Why?
Less fuckery. Simple as that. GJ, fuckery. Eurocad, yeah.
GJ is amazing, bro.
Eurocad, fuckery. Euro AUD, fuckery. You know the one, huh? That's a major. But even that major is fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, slow.
UJ is cool. AU super slow, but at the same time you can still get something out of it, you know?
Bro. No, UJ is shit.
AU is shit. But it's still, it pays, but at the same time it's super slow that you can have like a huge spike and that's 10 pips. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe the reason I like GJ though is because it kind of challenges me sometimes. Because like, for example, the trade I made 200K on, that was a trade I was holding it from all the way down the bottom of the move to the top. Like, you know, and and I was able to actually scale in and, you know, just being able to actually understand all the structures, all the fucker. And right now, like when I'm in a trade right now, bro, like I don't even, if I see it pull back, so for example, people see trades pull back on me a certain level, bro, and I'm like, you know, they close out and I'm still in it, and then I make more money. You get me? So I kind of like it for that because it kind of challenges me and it shows me that, yo, I can do this. I'm making 200, 300 pips, 400 pips, you know? And
but I believe that like you don't have to trade to have a pair challenge you at the same time also. Like if you're trading, then pretty much you're getting the money from it, but it's not as challenging anymore, then I feel like that's not bad either, you know? Like I traded GJ for a little bit. I didn't like it.
I like it if it traded against still. I think you'd like it if it traded against still.
No. But that's the thing though. That's the thing though.
You're saying on trade for like a week, right? When it can go on that's on US 30 and wait that in 2 hours.
And not have to deal with all that craziness.
No retrace.
Nothing.
I look into it. Like, you know, people been telling me, but I'm like, yo, I'm good. I've been trading GJ for the longest while, right? And I'm like, I try other pairs. I try US 30. I try a bunch of stuff. They're slow as hell, bro. Like I make money on them, but slow, bro. And it's annoying because the same. Yeah, no, not US 30. UJ. No. My bad. So it's like they're slow, bro. And I'm like, yo, let me just stick to GJ. You know, people been mentioning US 30. I go on US 30 before, and like all my markups and stuff like that work out and shit like that, bro. Same shit. But like just to trade it, bro, I'm like, it don't make sense because I'm already making money on GJ. You know, I just wait for that one pair. So I don't try to trade too many different pairs.
Funny enough, she's the one who likes the challenge of GJ.
No, it's just like, for example, I'm gonna feel like I'm cheating still.
Just challenge yourself to do
You
something.
know what it is? Because once like every single pair that I do change to, I always get like a bigger milestone, that kind of stuff. Like my biggest milestone on UJ was like my 30K in 1 week, right? And then I went on gold. That's when I had hit my first $100,000 trade on gold, right? Then I went on GJ for a little bit. I was like, I didn't really see much consistency with like the flow of the charts and everything else, which was very just not really appealing. And then I would always want faster and faster and faster and faster. So like on on US 30, like I've hit multiple big days and that kind of stuff. Like that's why like my biggest trade on 30 was the one that I did for the 525,000. But it's always me trying to actually just get to like a different level and that kind of stuff, because GJ is cool, but at the same time I think once you kind of see that you can make money, that same amount of money just a lot smoother and with less stress, then you'll realize that indexes and everything is pretty much like a way out.
Yeah, Paige
I'm
has
not
been
dealing with that.
influencing me to do like people show me them charts and stuff, like, yo, trade this like NAS, US 30. I'm like, nah, and I make money off GJ. But I think I'm going to probably try it out, like probably like a month.
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
to see.
it's a big transition, but at the same time, it's something that you got to be open to because it's very, very different.
You didn't have a new year, so exotic are
Oh, yeah.
GJ still.
Cross fears.
Alright, so risk management or profit maximization?
I say risk is based on your skill overall. So at the same time, like me saying that I'm open to risking 20% or 30% per trade, like that's based on skill level, which means that I have a high chance of not making that actually go against me. You know what I'm saying? Profit maximization, I think, is just also like you being able to actually have an edge and get those good entries enough to the point that the risk is not really too much, and then you can maximize that profit based on that. So I think it's kind of like one of those answers that's a little bit half-half. I'm like right inside the middle.
Because at times when I'm running up 1,000 accounts to 10,000,
Yeah.
I remember 10,000 was the limit I could have passed. Like,
Mentally, it was
mentally,
out
bro,
of it, yeah.
like mentally it was like fucking me.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm at 10K, I can't pass, and then I went to 20K. And then my mind just shift, and then I started to put more in my account and shit, and then it just kept on going, you know. So my thing is, all right, so risk management, I don't even think about it too much because I'm good with it. You get me? I know how much I'm risking on a 5K or a 10K or even a 20K account.
Yeah.
I load my account with 50K, did good numbers on it as well too, you know, and I know how much I'm risking any account size, you know, in terms of like the mindset of it. But in terms of like profit maximization, any amount of money I put in my account, I'm looking to see how best I can milk it. That's my big thing. So risk management don't even mean nothing to me in terms of how much I can actually go. I'm willing to I make the money, put back the money into the market to keep on making more. That's why I was able to actually move from positions where I was homeless at a point where, you know, and I'm like, yo, if I fucking risked, everybody was saying, yo, risk 10%. 10% of $1,000 or even $5,000 is fucking $100
yeah.
or $500. Bro, that's not gonna make me no money, bro.
On a 5K account, I think I'll be open to losing like $1,000 or even at times $2,000.
Yeah, and that
whatever.
is about 20% or so.
Yeah.
20%. That's all right. I'm willing to go 2,000, 3,000.
Yeah.
Just pushing it.
You know what it is? Because I'm not really scared of losing the money because I know that I'll make back the money like on like a nice run. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But what it also does, it teaches the timing too. A part of risk management is timing. So like maximizing profit, you know, that has to do with risk management too, because in order to maximize profit, you need to know, okay, when are you going to go into the market, when to stay out and shit like that. Because there are days when I don't even trade for like days or weeks and shit like that, just waiting for the market to line up, or it should line up for me to get a clear, easy move. Especially if I'm back in the days when I was down and shit like that, I'll just wait it out. Good move.
Clean, yeah.
Clean. You know?
Maximize it.
And that's how I saw that.
So trend following versus counter trend following.
I say both. It depends on like what time frame the counter trend is based on. So like you could still take full advantage of like an H4 or like a daily counter trend and not be fully at risk. But if you're trying to counter trend like a M5 or like an M1 type of time frame, then that doesn't make any kind of sense. So I think still take advantage of like your overall bias, but still take advantage of like the short-term bias as well, which is like the counter trend. So like yeah, like both. But overall, trend is your friend
Trend is
still.
a friend.
Yeah.
So whether it be a counter trend, it's a friend. Whether it be because a counter trend can be just a main trend inside of a big trend.
Correct. Yeah.
So
Because remember, like a counter trend is a short-term trend until it gets back to the main trend. So it's still it's still a trend, but I think I focus on like my main bias still. You know. Yeah.
Day trading or position trading?
I'm more intraday, so I like to actually get in and out the same day. A lot of times, like if I could hold, then cool. But I don't mind actually getting out of the markets and everything. Like when the day is finished, so I could actually have like a nice stress-free day after that. Like I could actually sleep. So like I try to actually be out of the markets because for one, I love like a stress-free weekend, and I like to actually sleep at night. So I would love to, but if I can't get out of a trade in time, because I probably see like a bit more of a potential, or I'm still in drawdown and everything else before it actually goes invalid, then I'm gonna try to stay up. But yeah, I'll probably say like I'm like a intraday trader more than just like a fully day trader that holds trades for days. Yeah.
I'm more of the type of person where it just depends on the opportunity that the market presents itself.
Always, yeah.
So say for instance, I'm looking at just like the move that just happened on GJ, where there's a fucking clear big ass move going all the way up, bro. I'm entering to take that entire thing, bro. You get me? Versus there are times when I probably need to buy something. I'm just trying to just make the money to buy that and, you know, call it a day. So it just depends on what I want to get done, whether I'm buying something or I'm trying to like hit a milestone or something like that, you know?
Yeah, I think that's very important also because if you don't have like a goal in mind, then at times you're kind of just trading for no reason. Then all of a sudden you could just like make money just bleed for no kind of reason, because you could be up and not have anything in mind to even buy or like reach, and then that money that you just made can actually bleed out because you have nothing in mind. Versus having like a goal in mind, then you know if it hits like a certain point, you're gonna close out guaranteed because you're trying to hit that milestone or like that goal and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Bull market or bear market?
Bro, it just depends.
It's both, man. It's both.
Like some people actually love selling more than buying.
I hear that, but I'm like, I never understand that though, you know? I have a few friends that pretty much, they never knew that they could actually short the market. You know, like they only just buy.
Most stock traders, they don't know that about shorting the market. They just know about buying.
So I say both. It's literally bullish or bearish. Like that's the only options.
Alright, so I'm going to tune on Jamaica. Jerk chicken or curry goat?
Curry goat.
It depends still, you know.
Curry goat, yeah. Christmas time.
It depends, because like if you're going like Portland jerk, jerk chicken. Curry goat, it depends on who cooks it. So, you know, but it can be both. Still.
Yeah. Curry goat. Yeah, all day.
So one of kind of big in the game, you know, people look up to. Let's imagine like I speak to like a younger person, like a younger you, like what kind of advice would I give to them?
Me? I'd say just focus on yourself, your journey, and just put in as much work as possible to make whatever you dream of achieving for yourself possible. You know, while there's social media and there are other people doing great things, their journey is theirs, your journey is theirs. So you just need to put the work in on your journey, focus on your journey, you know, tunnel vision, and then don't compare and just put the work in and you're good. You'll achieve everything you want to achieve.
The biggest thing that I notice, like with people that's a bit younger, they always say that I wish I found out about it sooner and that kind of stuff. When in reality, it's like it's God's timing. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, like I think it's a blessing just to even find out about this. You know, no matter how late it is and that kind of thing. But the biggest thing I'll probably say just, you know, don't watch other people, but also be open to investing. Like be very, very willing to invest, because that's going to make the biggest difference from you actually knowing something or just being blinded by something that could have been in front of you the entire time.
And the next thing about that as well too, you have a lot of people who will find out about it early, right? But they never take action. And even coming to you right now and be like, hey, you know, I see you doing this, blah, blah, blah. I want to take action, they still don't take action, right? So it's just, you just have to be fucking serious.
Yeah, and I don't take it easy on like the younger people actually, you know, because I have like all my family and everything from Clarendon that text me every single day asking for money and that kind of stuff. I'm like, yo, I don't send money to Jamaica anymore. I'm like, yo, I'd rather teach you. Because
learn, bro.
If I send money here, then all of a sudden, 2 days later, and that kind of stuff, yo, this, you know?
Teach a man to fish.
So I try to not handicap younger people that pretty much isn't fully like in this game yet, because at the same time, like I don't want them to think that like they could ask me for money just to on like one phone call because I have the money. I'd rather teach the person, because that way they can make their own money on their own time and not feel the need to actually ask another person, that kind of thing. So don't handicap people, because the handicap stuff happens very, very easily.
It gets annoying, gets crazy.
Yeah,
it's
I'd rather not.
You creating people depend on you only. You know, it's like you make people worse, don't have a brain for themselves or even motivation to go do something. Because always feeding them, always giving them something versus throwing them in the water and be like, swim.
Let's figure it out, figure it out. I have people that's on my team that want to work. I have people that's on my team that pretty much understands the mission and that understands the vision for the bigger picture and that kind of stuff. So I think that conversation happens every now and again, but they see where I am and that I'm a visionary for like all these brands. So they don't ever really have to question much, and nor do I have to tell them to actually, work. Like they want to work, they wake up to work, they try to actually add that value that they bring to the actual brand so they could also be a part of it as well. We have, I think, over 100 employees with all of our brands combined like right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's the fact that we put people in place and everything, knowing that they're good at something. Kind of like for Top Tier, for example, right? Yes, I'm an owner still, but at the same time, we hire the CEO. You know what I'm saying? So since then, the company has been top, you know, because that CEO has been a CEO in many other companies and everything that's pretty much in a similar industry. So they understand the scaling operations a bit more versus me just being the influence and the visionary and that kind of stuff.
But networking is how you actually get to that point. You know? Just network with the right people, ask the right questions and stuff like that. For me, in terms of like delegating, I will delegate, but I still do a lot of the things. I like to know every part of the business.
I think like before you start the delegation, like you're that person that does everything. Doing it yourself first, you understand the kind of quality that you need out of the person that you're hiring then. Because if you're doing it this kind of way, then you expect it to be done this kind of way and look this kind of way. If you hire a person, you expect that same kind of quality plus more. So you kind of like can do everything first, kind of like to understand the kind of standard that you're setting for that next person that you're pretty much hiring. I think it's very important to just like, you know, not being scared to pay your employees, but also like not being scared to, at times, if it's a company that pretty much you're able to actually give that profit share or like that share of the company eventually and that kind of stuff is very important. You know, like if the company now is doing like a certain type of revenue, then let's say that person can actually have a certain type of percentage based on like that growth of the company and that kind of stuff. So I think certain incentives is very important also, depending on the position that person is actually in. You know?
And the level of value that the person.
Of course, yeah. Like if now the company before was only doing like around 200,000, like, and all of a sudden the company's doing like, let's say like 1.4. That person deserves something more than just a salary and that kind of stuff, because now they have structured the company now that is capable to even make that 1.4. And more, yeah, correct, yeah. So it's important.
That's good earlier, right? So for the person that may not be familiar with your particular story, can you just give a little bit of the background about like how you got into trading exactly?
So after high school, I still had no kind of papers yet, and then I got my work permit first at like around 20 years old. So I had to kind of like figure things out, how to make money from 18 to like 20. So like my only option was just to make money online, because I couldn't get a job, I couldn't go to college, I couldn't do anything that my partners and that kind of stuff were already doing, as far as like my colleagues and that kind of stuff. So that's when I came across first affiliate marketing, and then that was more just selling, let's say, insurance online or like this small stuff online before trading and that kind of thing. So that's when I started to actually I made a site called Paid 1,000 Weekly. And yeah, like it was just, but that was my first time ever making $1,000 in 1 week. You know, so that was the game. And I pretty much I built a community around that. And then that's when I started making like, you know, $3K a week, $2K a week, and like back to back. That was my first time ever seeing like real money outside of like an actual job. People were slowly starting to actually post trading stuff online again, because like I first started trading like at 20 years old, and then I put it to the side because at first I was doing stock options first, and then they started trading Forex back when I was like 24, like 4 years after that. But they were posting stuff, and I didn't really understand it. But at the same time, it was people that pretty much I trusted, and then they showed me the market maker method like back then. Know about it, right?
Yeah.
Long time ago, like it was a whole bunch of MAs and this and that, and using the M5, the M15 time frame, like sloppy shit, the sessions, this and that. But at the same time, it kind of brought me into the game of even like trying to understand things. And then I was put into like a group, and then I started actually focusing on just pure technical analysis. Any single thing that I'm a part of, I feel like I always like shine in some kind of way. It could be sports, it could be like any kind of group, any kind of area that I'm in, I always seem to just pop in some kind of way. I think just naturally, I don't know. But in that group, I stood out. I was making a good amount of money and that kind of stuff. People wanted to actually learn from me at that point. That's when I started Forever and Profit, and then that's when I actually started to actually train some people. But on the backside of that, I was also good at what I was doing even from back then, but slowly making like some decent profits and everything, like a couple hundred here, $1,000 here, $1,000 here. And then from that point, took it seriously, you know, ever since then. But it was more just about people posting online first, and then me being interested, like before all these groups and that kind of stuff. Because back then it was no kind of signal stuff. Yeah. It was a couple groups, probably like about a good 2-3 groups and everything online at the time. Instagram probably just came out, you know. So it wasn't marketed like how it is like right now, you know? So from that point, I kind of just stuck with it, and then I kept on going. Yeah. Pajama was on a webinar actually.
Bro, that
and
was
then people, and those comments, yeah.
No, I never knew about him. That's when I found out about it, and I saw you, and then I saw that video, and I heard his voice. I was like, oh, but
That's Pajama, yeah. No, because a person had said it in like the comments and everything on that video like a while back actually. They're like, hold on, wait, is that Pajama? I'm like, what's Pajama?
I think it was me.
No, but it said it a couple times actually. Yeah, a couple times. But then I went on the video, I was like, hold on, wait, that is Pajama, what the fuck? You know? And then he was like, I think he was probably just starting out because he was asking some super simple ass questions and that kind of stuff. And I think, I'm not too sure like what I said, but like you said something and then I said something and everybody started to like laughing, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I forgot like what I said exactly, but it was like a simple question though. But at the same time, it's kind of cool to go back and see that because it kind of shows that like, yo, people were been around, but they were just trying to, you know, pass that on. Yeah.
And just speak about just you thinking about that moment and you sitting on the side.
Yeah, listen, I love to see it though because I personally, I love seeing people's growth. And I love a person that pretty much is able to actually take something seriously, knowing that the benefits that come out of it is, you know, is limitless.
Funny enough, bro, like you said at that point, because I was learning for a while before, right? But I had to take it extremely serious in terms of like, this is the only option I have. Couldn't get a job, anything like that, dropped out of school, all that, right? And it's like, my mindset was fucked. You know, so imagine moving from living on campus to moving to a rural area where there's still light. That's how the still light. They have this little wires on the fucking light post and them shit there. And no food, no nothing, no internet, no nothing, right? Yeah. And I had to travel miles and miles and miles just to use internet and, you know, just be
Wi-Fi and that kind of
Wi-Fi and shit, and just sitting outside of a cafe just trying to get the Wi-Fi so you can just download. You know, you can research, you can practice, you can go on your chart and shit like that. I used to do that from 5 a.m. in the morning all the way to fucking 10 p.m. at night when the place closed. You know, so doing that every day and not making any money, and then the little money you have in the pocket is just, you can't even buy
food and everything.
Or but fucking buy food. You have to pay transportation because it's miles away, bro, you know. So imagine Trelawney to Ocherius.
Yeah.
So that's a distance. So I used to do that every single day for weeks upon top of weeks. And then I remember when I made my first fucking $2,000. I remember when I was on that webinar as well too. My mind was just fucked up because I'm like, yo, I'm doing this and I'm not making back my money right now. I'm not making the type of money that I want to make, right? So I saw you had a free webinar or whatever. You're in the trading space as well. Tell them, say, yo, let me just jump on this free webinar and shit like that. I've never had the money to pay for mentorship or to pay nobody to guide me or to pay for any material and shit like that, bro. So I was just like, yo, let me just learn, put the work in. I remember when I made my first $2,000, bro. Went into a jerk spot, in Ocherius, bro. I bought fucking food for myself. What? Bro, it was like a buffet, bro. Like, I bought everything that I couldn't eat before, bro. Like, I couldn't afford it. Because I used to, imagine taking bus right there and the food place is over there, you're hungry, you can't buy food.
You just.
So
nice.
So I remember doing that, bro. And then being able to actually bring more money as well, and just taking my time on. And I used to pass this community that is one of the nicer communities in Jamaica. I used to pass and be like, yo, one day I want to live over there, you know. Taxi man used to disrespect me at daytime.
Yeah.
And them shit there, leave me and them shit there, bro. And then it's like, I was like, yo, man, I gotta stop driving this taxi. I'm going to get a house over this place, you know. Now I have multiple houses over that place right now.
That's crazy.
I remember the first place I moved to when because I was sleeping on sofas, like my sister's sofa, my virgin sofa and shit like that, because I was even showing my virgin how to, that's how I even got into mentorship too. Because I was showing my virgin how to actually trade and shit like that. He was making money too while I'm on his sofa. Then we started to look for a place and shit like that. And I get a place for rent. I remember when I bought the Benz. I had a fucking Benz parked outside in a room, in a place. That was this small because it was a studio. And a Benz parked outside and then I had a fucking, And then I bought a couple taxis as well because I'm like, yo, I'm going to make money off taxes, you know. And that will bring in money for me on a day-to-day and just creating different passive income streams, you know, with the paired with the money that I'm making from trading. So, you know, drove the Benz for a little while, you know, lived at that spot for a little while. Then I got a girl. And I was like, yo, let me get the place that I've been saying that I wanted to get, you know, and then I'm able to actually, because when I moved to that area, I basically started over like Senton, right? So I moved from Kingston to, imagine moving from the city to the rural part of Jamaica, then I have to start over. So I was able to make a name for myself. There are businesses there, bought a bunch of properties within the area and just to see that it's developing right now too. You know, so it's just a crazy thing to just see where I'm actually coming from. Everybody has their different different level that they're on. You know, at whatever part of their journey that they're on. You know, so it's just for you to, you know, identify your part of your journey. And
how do you guys feel about, like, I know you guys understand this, but how important is it to invest in yourself?
Bro, that's
as far as what? Just more
just invest in your personal self and invest in your because even recently Pajama has been working on, he's been trying to eat healthier.
Yeah.
You know, so how important is it to invest in yourself, invest in your business, reinvest in your learning, stuff like that?
So for me, I mean, health is number one. You know, I work out like 3-4 times a week. I get like my blood work done like every 3 months, to kind of like make sure that my body is fully at its
Healthy.
optimal. You know what I'm saying? Like it's top. You know, and it only costs a little bit of money compared to what you're making. So like, if it takes that much to be healthy, it's not much at all. So I think people just don't really think about health like whenever they make a good amount of money at times, and that causes them to just start doing like dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just very important to invest that way. But also, like, if I have a friend that pretty much is good at something else that I don't do, and he has a course, I'm buying the course. I have no type of ego like from
so that guy
investing in somebody else. Yeah.
That guy right there.
Yeah.
Kent.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy sent me his page one day.
Yeah.
Right, and the same day, fucking paid him.
Yeah.
Like, I saw, because he's the head of marketing right now, right? And he sent me the page. I'm like, yo, we're getting a consultation in the morning.
Done. Yeah. Done.
For the following morning.
Done. I think people just don't like to give money to other people that they know, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they try to like,
crazy, bro.
It's weird. Like, if they know a person that is doing something else, like, they'll rather pay a person that they don't know.
Yeah.
Because they know that money's not going into that person's pockets and that kind of stuff. It's weird. It's weird. But at the same time, I've had friends that I paid for things to learn about fundamentals, things to learn about Amazon stuff, because they're good at what those things are. So I don't mind spending this $1,000 and $1,000 and everything else for information that I do not know. Yeah. You know?
And they can focus on that, and you focus.
Yeah. Because like, that's the power of I think having money, but also like reinvesting into yourself that can now help diversify your portfolio in some kind of way as well. You know, so not being egotistical and everything is very important.
Well, bro, you're cool as fuck,
yes,
bro.
Yes, appreciate that. Yes.
You know? So
yeah, I think the thing with Miami also, like, it's just even till this day, like, if I drive over the bridge and everything, going to like South Beach or like, you know, anywhere in Miami, I'm motivated, you know, and I see it every single day, you know. Yeah. So at the same time, the fact that, you know, that could be like a daily inspiration for a person that also lives here as well, like, it's crazy, because it's so much to see, it's so much to do, but also it's like it's a lot of people to meet as well, you know. It's very, very good energy and everything, like, when it comes down to it.
Everybody putting each other on.
Yeah. Like once you're in that circle that pretty much that's full with entrepreneurs or people that's pretty much on that right path, you're good, because it could easily go left too, but at the same time, like, stay on that good path, and then it's limitless.
Focus on the positive, you know. Like like, for example, even bad experiences that I have in my life, when I meet people or similar people in terms of like a person that does
like mindset or something.
Yeah, mindset. Yeah. So I treat everybody as a new person with a new experience. So I just want them to just show me themselves, and if you show me bad, you show me bad. If you show me good, you show me good.
Simple as that.
You know, so that's why.
Don't overthink it. My friend had told me like when your business needs you more than your job needs you or your class needs you and everything else, that's the right time. Because when I was at Target, actually, like, I was getting calls from people trying to enroll into the program, people asking about a certain setup, blah blah blah. Like, they were pretty much trying to get my attention. And I was like, this is way more important, you know? And then that's when I was like, you know what? I think it's time to just make this jump. And then that's when I realized, like, I'm trying to motivate people to quit their job, but I'm still at my job. It doesn't make sense, you know? So I gotta be just an example of what I'm preaching also, because when I wasn't, I was on lunch break actually, and then I'm going back to clock in, and I'm like, damn, like, I have to get off the phone call because I have to go and clock in after me telling the person like how to try to get away from their job, but I'm still at my job. It doesn't make sense. So I think that was the time that I said that I got to really, really focus, because I know that this thing can be big, because I was already making money inside of markets at that point in time also. But now just fully giving like my time and energy to my craft and my people and my network that needs me more. Beer, chicken.
I remember buying groceries, bro. I remember buying groceries that night. I bought snacks because I like snacks and them shit there.
Yeah.
So I bought snacks, groceries, all them things, and I went to him and I gave him some money in his pocket and shit like that, bro. So being able to do that, bro, and I'm like, yo, I want to be able to always be able to do that.
Yeah.
Never want to go to any, you never want to go through that again.
Yeah.
So
Don't overthink it. Just think about it and just do it. You know.
Yeah, just fucking do it, bro. That's why I take risks, bro. Better myself every day. And there's nothing I say I can't do or I won't do, bro. It's just, for example, me, if I want to do something, okay, how much it costs? How am I going to get it? How am I going to make back the money?
That's it. I mean, you know how you're gonna make the money. Just go on to make the money.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all it is.
Prince. The money that's Prince.
Yeah, man, that's Prince. Yeah, I want to link up with Ryan as well. That's
Prince.
Prince, yeah.
Yeah. Prince is supposed to come here later on actually, and plus his birthday is on Saturday too.
I'm here for a little while, so okay.
Yeah.
But you say you're not gonna be here though?
I'm gonna fly out on Friday actually to New York for like a fight night. So.
Fight night.
Ryan Garcia and Haney. Yeah. Big fight. Yeah. It's a big fight. So.
That's the thing they're promoting too.
I'm gonna bet on Ryan. I'm gonna bet on Ryan. Listen. I'm gonna bet on Ryan, but I'm going for Haney though. Okay. Because the odds to make money on Ryan. All right. So look, if I even bet $5,000 on Ryan, right? And he so happened to win, I win $24,000. So I'm like, you know what? I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk. Yeah. So it's worth it. But if you put that same amount of money on Haney, you only make like $500. So it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. Ready?
Yeah, bro. But respect, bro.
Appreciate that. Yes, of course.
Like they know us, but they know dog on big dog. Asking if it's still a flex. Say they better go ask Booyah. Never think I'm gon' check. Better pull up like woo. Come to place and I'm the best. I ain't worried about none who y'all. 24, no rest. Stand on business, I'm too tall. SOS, thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip attack. On the internet, we don't do that. See, I've been a threat, and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts, I've been through that. See you SOS. SOS, SOS. See you SOS. Need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS. We don't talk checks, we get to it. All in for the jackpot. Every time I want the last shot. Championship ring. Want to start from a mascot. Went to Rollies from a G-Shock. Brand new kettle, no teapot. You should know I don't play. Go sicko mode like I'm T-Scott. Eagle vision from the treetops. Went to image from a green dot. Never had no limit, but I had some Reeboks. Keep it humble, but the fees not. In the game, no free spots. But I earn what's mine. Nothing less, I'ma shine.